Welcome everyone to WWE 2K15 RAW. We are live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and we are one day removed from WWE Survivor Series. And as you can see, Corey Graves made good on his championship match versus CM Punk. It was a brutal beating by Punk for the majority of the match, but Corey Graves was able to snap off a dragon screw leg whip, and CM Punk went crashing through the table to give Corey Graves the Hardcore Championship. But Punk didn't want to wait a whole month for a title rematch, so right here on Raw, CM Punk takes on Corey Graves in an Extreme Rules match for the Hardcore Championship. And you can just tell Corey Graves is so arrogant that he got that victory on Punk. All the disrespect he showed to the Chicago Savior over the past month. We all thought he was going to eat the biggest beatdown of all time at Survivor Series. But turns out, he just waited for his chance and pulled off the right move at the right time to put Punk through the table. And here comes the man seeking revenge here tonight on Raw. The Chicago Savior himself, CM Punk. And Punk had come so far in the championship match at Survivor Series. We all thought he was going to pick up the win. But he just waited a little too long. He savored his beatdown of Corey Graves just a little too long. And it turned out it bit him right in the ass, as Graves put him through the table at the very end of the match to claim the championship. And you can see Punk is just kind of a little disappointed in himself that he let Corey Graves get to him and didn't just smash him right through the table first chance he got at Survivor Series. But Punk's a former multi-time WWE champion. If anybody can win the title back quickly, it's CM Punk. And with the benefit of Extreme Rules, all the toys are available under the ring in this championship matchup. And those broken pieces are the prize for CM Punk and the defending champion, Corey Graves. And there's the bell in our opening championship contest. And this should be a hell of a matchup. These two had a great brawl, even though Punk was mostly dominant at Survivor Series. Corey Graves was still getting his shots in here or there, but now he's the one with the target on his back as he defends the Hardcore Championship against CM Punk. And Corey Graves moving right into his submission offense here. Nice armbar. It's going to soften up Punk to kick things off in their match, and a nice shot right to the gut. If I was CM Punk, I'd go right to work on the head of Corey Graves. CM Punk had battered Corey Graves so badly at Survivor Series that he busted him wide open with a kick to the head. So I think that would be the best path for Punk to follow. And as for Corey Graves should really stick with what works for him. He should work on the legs and try to lock in his Lucky 13 submission. Try to get a tap-out victory on Punk. And look at Graves going right to the choke, one of his favorite maneuvers. Oh, and a hard knee lift to the face of CM Punk. A very back and forth matchup so far. Punk snaps off a snapmare and a hard kick to the spine, and follows up with yet another. And look at this. CM Punk must keep an ear out for the commentary, because there he goes, right to work on the head of Corey Graves. Oh, and a huge spinning back fist puts Corey Graves on his back. Oh, Northern Lights by Punk holds the pin. And Corey Graves out at 2. And Punk viciously slams him to the mat. And Corey Graves locks in a submission now. But Punk would not tap out. A little too early to pull something like that, I think. And look at that deep arm drag by Corey Graves. Shades of Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. And Punk goes right back to work on the spine. Quick kick out by Graves. Out of the Northern Light suplex. And Punk is trying to finish this one early, trying to make up for his mistakes from Survivor Series. Oh, and here goes Corey, the first guy to go out for some tools of the trade under the ring. And oh boy, and he's got the very dangerous steel chair. And look at that, already hit Punk in the arm from the outside. But Punk, oh, turns it around, Northern Lights right on the steel chair, and Corey Graves is able to get out of it. What a great strategy there by Punk. Felt the chair come in, blasted him in the arm, but as soon as Graves got in, he suplexed him right on the chair. But there's Corey Graves with the sledgehammer. A disturbing shot to the gut. And now right into the legs, trying to set up for his Lucky 13 submission. Oh, and there's another shot. And CM Punk pulling out all the stops, throwing that drop kick. Had to create some distance between him and Graves. Could not keep taking shots from that sledgehammer. Oh, and steel steps right to the head of Corey Graves, but I think it was just a glancing blow. As Punk went for the sledgehammer, but Graves already had the steps, and now he's jamming him right into the ribs of CM Punk. And again. And now Punk with steps. Corey grabs him back from Punk. Oh, and there it is, right to the face. Oh, and now it's Punk who's busted open. Steel step's such a dangerous weapon. And Corey Graves now waiting on Punk. No, goes for the pin. 1. And Punk kicks out right at 1. Such toughness by the Chicago Savior. And there's a nice running leg lariat right up under the chin of Corey Graves. And now Punk has the chair. Oh, and there's a nasty shot. And at this time to the chest. And again. But Corey Graves goes back to the low drop kick on Punk. And now a reverse suplex right into the ropes. Punk ran in, but Corey Graves takes him right down with a single leg. And Graves, he doesn't want those steps to come back and bite him. He chucks those, and he's looking for something new, but apparently whatever he was looking for was not under that side of the ring. Oh, I think Punk made a mistake there. He should have kept the chair. But he slaps the steel steps right out of the hands of Corey Graves. Punk shoots Graves into the corner. And Graves reverses hard kick to the gut. And now just grinding that knee into the face and collarbone of Punk. This match is for the Hardcore Championship. newly won this past Saturday by Corey Graves at Survivor Series. And Punk's cashing in his rematch right here on Raw for the cover. Oh, and CM Punk got it too. Very close though for Corey Graves. Corey Graves would love to move on past CM Punk to new challengers. Oh, and there's Corey Graves' signature backbreaker. Very surprised he didn't lock in the Lucky 13 instead. And there's the cover. Is this it? Wow. CM Punk just kicked out of one of Corey Graves' finishing maneuvers. And CM Punk now regaining momentum, slips out of the suplex and hits a neckbreaker. He's got Graves back on his feet. But Graves answers back with an elbow. Punk avoids the dropkick. Wow! CM Punk with a very unique float under and back around into a crossroads type maneuver. And a hard kick to the face of Corey Graves, and now an insulting slap. And Punk, this is an Extreme Rules match for the Hardcore title, and he takes the sledgehammer right to Graves, and now it's Graves' legs, feeling the pain of the sledgehammer. Oh my god, and a third time. And an elbow right to the back of Corey Graves. CM Punk is on fire here. 1, 2, and Corey Graves at this time survives. Punk slips out the back door, hits the Russian leg sweep, and right into the cover. 1, and a kick out at 1 by Graves. Now CM Punk steps out looking for more accessories. This time he's got the ladder. But Corey Graves grabs it away. And he takes a shot right at Punk. Corey Graves now just wearing out the legs of CM Punk. But Punk again grabs that cutter and switches it into a crossroads maneuver. And Punk finally gets Graves back in the ring. Oh, and Punk tries to use baseball bat, but Corey Graves grabs it away. Oh, he should have used it. What a waste. Oh, hard kick to the gut by Punk. But he's too dazed to make, to follow up on it. He gets a hard knee to the face by Corey. And a textbook suplex drops Punk legs first on the steel steps. But that doesn't, oh man, that doesn't stop Punk from throwing that head kick for the cover. And Corey Graves is out at 2. What a great back and forth matchup. These two are just taking it to one another for the Hardcore Championship. And now look at Graves float over of his own into a neck breaker. Oh, but he wasted time. Should have been going for the pin. Doesn't find what he wanted to under the ring. Comes back in. And gives CM Punk yet another knee lift. Oh, and here we go. Lucky 13 submission. Will all the legwork pay off for Graves? And Punk is in a bad spot here. And he survives it. Wow. All those shots from the ladder to the legs, and he still survived. Punk desperately wants that Hardcore title back. Punk avoids the martial arts kick. And delivers a knee to the face of Graves now. And Graves, there's that beautiful snap arm drag. And Graves starting from scratch here, going right back to the choke. Taking the air out of Punk for the cover. and at just a 2 count. What a way to kick off Raw with the Hardcore Championship on the line as CM Punk tries to regain the belt from the new champ, Corey Graves. And Graves again with the single leg, and this time drives his knee into the leg of CM Punk. And now an elbow. Corey Graves really pouring on the pressure now. And now he's got the steel chair. No, right to the legs. CM Punk is taking a sledgehammer, ladder, and now a chair to the legs. As well as being suplexed legs first onto the steps. So, oh, and here's the cover now after the suplex 1. Punk survives. True heart being shown by Punk here on Raw. And there again is the leg lariat, but ended up more like a dropkick, single foot dropkick, and the cover now by Punk. And a kick out by Graves. Can CM Punk regain the Hardcore Championship? Oh, well, those steel steps are a good step in that direction, and there they are, right to the head of Corey Graves. And oh my goodness, he just throws the whole steps right at him. Graves reverses the Irish whip. And he's got Punk set up top. What is this now? Oh my goodness. Oh, senton from the top by Corey Graves. Into the cover. This has got to be it. Oh my goodness. CM Punk kicks out. How the hell did CM Punk survive the rolling senton from the top rope? CM Punk is giving you everything he's got here on Raw to regain the Hardcore Championship. And now the cover by Graves. 1. And CM Punk kicks out again. My goodness. Punk back to his feet. Graves got him up again. And he blasts him with the backbreaker a second time. And I'm afraid this is going to have to be it for Punk. 2. And no! How did CM Punk survive 2 of those off-the-shoulder backbreakers by Graves? And look at Graves now going right to the leg and the ropes. He might have to go for Lucky 13 again. As CM Punk refuses to stay on the ground for a 3 count. Oh, we'll see what happens here. No, look at that, not even a 2 count. Oh, and there's a hard suplex by Corey Graves, and right into the cover now. And you can just see Graves is just stinking of determination. And Graves now taking a dip to the outside. Still can't find what he's looking for, apparently. I mean, there's sledgehammer right there. He must be looking for something very specific. As Punk leads the right hand, and now the big kick to the face, and Graves lands face first on the steps. Northern Lights by Punk now. And Graves at it too. And Punk going back to the steel steps, right to the face of Corey Graves. Graves reverses the Irish whip, and oh my god. An arm drag lands Punk's legs right on the steel steps again. And now the cover. Look at this. Talk about durability. Talk about the heart of a champion. That is CM Punk. But Graves is relentless. Drives a knee into the leg of CM Punk again. And there it is. He locks in. Lucky 13 once again. And that's it. Punk can take no more. Punk can take no more. What an amazing effort by CM Punk to try to regain the Hardcore Championship. But it was just not meant to be tonight. Corey Graves put so much damage on the legs of CM Punk, and he just had to tap out. Let's take a look at some highlights here. You can see just one of the many times CM Punk kicked out. But Corey Graves crosses the legs, turns it over. Lucky 13 locked in, and they say CM Punk has to tap out. And Corey Graves retains the Hardcore Championship. What a path of destruction these two carved in this matchup. Broken chairs, steel steps, steel ladder. But in the end, the up-and-coming Corey Graves remains Hardcore Champion. And what an interesting matchup we have here. Behind the scenes, apparently troubles have been brewing between the Wyatt family and the Authority. And they're gonna spill out here onto Raw. As you see, Triple H making a rare in-ring appearance. Along with the Big Show as his tag team partner from the Authority. And they're gonna take on Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper of the Wyatt family. Triple H had grown tired of Wyatt's desire to be in a WWE Championship match, despite not competing often enough to rank in those types of situations. Wyatt was in the six-way Hell in a Cell match, and as we all know, Brock Lesnar won the six-way Hell in a Cell to earn his shot against John Cena. And apparently Triple H has just grown tired of this, which led to heated words between the Wyatt family and the Authority. And that's leading to the tag team match right here on Raw.
We're here.
And of course, this match comes at a poor time for the Authority, as Seth Rollins is currently preoccupied in his feud with Batista, who won the United States Championship, putting an end to the Rollins Gauntlet at Survivor Series, as after a well-fought battle, Seth Rollins had to tap out to the Batista Bite submission hold. And now Batista reigns as our United States Champion. And in the meantime, this leaves the Authority a man short, as you see the full Wyatt family. Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Eric Rowan will be at ringside for his team, while Triple H only has his partner Big Show to lean on for support in this one. You can see Wyatt is more than ready for this contest. There's one thing that can be said for Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family, is they fear no man. And they fear no fight. But they got some stiff competition right here on Raw. And there's the bell, and Triple H not wasting any time. Short arm clothesline to Bray Wyatt. And Triple H drops the knee. Oh, a classic Triple H facebuster takes Wyatt down to the mat. And Bray Wyatt locks up the pump handle, slams Triple H hard to the canvas. look at that head and arm suplex by Bray Wyatt. What strength to take over the 250-pound Triple H. A right hand by Triple H in a second. And a third takes Wyatt to the mat. And now big left hands by the Game. Triple H just going to work on Bray Wyatt left and right. And now he's calling in the heavy reinforcements. The Big Show. And Wyatt makes it to the corner, and look at this strength. Luke Harper, sidewalk slam to the Big Show. And a massive elbow drop. And Harper rains down lefts and rights upon Big Show now. And right up under the rope. Big Show's head snapped off that bottom rope. And the back of his head hit the apron. The Wyatt family are not messing around here tonight. This is going to be a best-of-5 series between the Authority. A mix of singles and tag team matches. So this should be a hell of a rivalry starting here on Raw. And Big Show's still got a last man standing best-of-3 series to take on with Mark Henry. So Big Show's a busy man this year. And look at this strength. Gorilla pressing Luke Harper high above his head. Big European uppercut by Luke Harper. And Luke Harper hits the ropes. And a boot to the face of the Big Show. Oh, vicious right hands to the temple by Luke Harper. And look at this, Triple H has a hold of Harper. Oh my god, huge chop by the Big Show. Sends reverberations through the body of Luke Harper as he collapses on the mat. And the Game back in now. Throwing those right hands on Harper. And a big body slam. For the cover. Just a 1 count. Triple H testing the waters there. But oh man, pays for it. Eats a huge clothesline by Luke Harper. And a boot to the face. And now Harper for the cover. And Triple H is out at 2. And Triple H takes Harper up top. What is this now? Wow, double arm suplex from the top rope by the Game. Triple H pulling out all the stops here against Harper. And there's classic Triple H spine buster. And we know exactly what that leads to. Triple H waiting on ready. Grabs Harper. Underhook. Underhook. The pedigree. Bust Luke Harper wide open. And Triple H for the cover now. And look at this, rowing up on the apron. Wyatt in the ring. And the referee is completely distracted. But you know the Authority would do the same thing under certain circumstances. And this short window is giving Luke Harper a chance to come back here. Gets Triple H in the corner. And Harper makes the tag to Wyatt. And look at this. Slingshot double suplex by the Wyatt family. And Bray Wyatt into the cover now. And Big Joe already in there. Drops the elbow to break up the pinfall. And Wyatt in control of Triple H now, and Triple H gets paid back for that short arm clothesline. And Wyatt now, standing Uranagi, takes Triple H all the way up and all the way down. And the cover. Oh, and Big Show just makes it in time. And Triple H desperately making it to the corner for a tag to the Big Show. And Bray Wyatt slow to get up to his feet. That was quite a battle between him and Triple H. And look at this, Big Show's got him up, and Big Show brings him down hard across the knee. And look at this now, to the Big Show. Slingshot suplex. Wow, what strength by Wyatt and Harper. And Harper for the cover now. Whoa, it had to be a 2.9. Oh, and Big Show will not be denied. Vicious backbreaker to Harper as well. And Rowan's up on the ring apron again. Referee, you gotta do something about Rowan. And Harper fighting back. Oh, with big... I was gonna say Harper fighting back with big shots, but then drops Big Show with a DDT. Oh, and I think Big Show made a mistake there. It looked like he was heading to the corner to tag Triple H. I think that was the course he should have taken. But Big Show drops the leg right across Bray Wyatt's neck. And look at that, almost gets the 3 count right there. And look at that humongous punch, bloodies Bray Wyatt. And Rowan up on the apron again to make sure the ref can't count the 3. And Wyatt takes Big Show right outside to the floor. And now Big Show's out there with the entire Wyatt family. That can't be good. Oh, but the referee has sent Eric Rowan back to the backstage area. The referee just threw him out. Too much interference from the outside. And that evens up this contest now. As Big Show back in there with Wyatt. And look at Triple H taking the shots. The referee was distracted with Harper, and of course, Big Show and Triple H fully taking advantage. And look at this now, Big Show with a submission attempt. The abdominal stretch on Bray Wyatt. And Wyatt blocks the shot and answers with a shot of his own. And look at the strength of Bray Wyatt standing here and out again, the Big Show, but way too close to the corner. Way too close to the corner. I think that was just more of an insulting maneuver for Triple H. And Harper answers back now. Wow, what strength by Harper. Just dropped Big Show right on his face. But Triple H still makes it in time to break up the pin. And Harper throwing lefts and rights again. And that giant boot right into the neck of Luke Harper. Takes Harper all the way down to the mat. Oh, man. Big Show in for the pin. And Wyatt makes it just in the nick of time. Everybody's getting pretty tired in this match. All 4 of these men are pretty big people. And they can only run around and break up pins for so long before they start getting exhausted. But Big Show's still got enough strength. Oh, to give Luke Harper the alley-oop. All the way up into powerbomb position, and then Big Show drops back. Dropping Harper right on his chest and face. Then Big Show with a pendulum backbreaker this time. Harper's body has just got to be killing him. And Big Show's ready. He's got the knockout shot lined up, and he takes Harper down. My God. Right into the cover now. 1, 2, 3, and that is it. Luke Harper cannot withstand anymore, and the Authority picks up the first victory in this best-of-5 series. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. You see Bray Wyatt powers up the Giant in the standing Uranagi, but he was just too close to the corner. Triple H right there to break it up. And there's the final blow, the knockout shot from the Big Show for the cover, the count, and the victory. And the Authority goes up 1-0 in this best-of-5 series. I guess the heated words between these two did not work out for the Wyatt family thus far, but there's still more matches to go. But for tonight, the Game and the Big Show can celebrate right here on Raw. And now the Divas take the stage on Raw as Paige goes one-on-one with Nikki Bella. And here comes the up-and-coming Paige from Norwich, England. Looking to make her stake in the Divas division against Nikki Bella, who's trying to make her way back to the top after a very dominant run between her and her sister over the past year here on Raw with the Divas Championship. And Paige has taken offense to the fact that Nikki's trying to earn her way back to a title shot when she's really at the bottom of the list. Her and Brie fought so much over the title over the past year that new blood is needed at the top of the division, but Nikki Bella refuses to be held down, claiming a victory over the Divas champion AJ and the past #1 contender Summer Rae over the past month. So Nikki is staking her claim to a #1 spot, but she still has a lot of people to get through to get there. And tonight, she's starting with Paige. Can she put the Norwich, England beauty down? We'll have to see right here tonight. And here we go as these two lovely ladies lock up. Paige with a nice headlock takeover. And Nikki finds her way out with the leg scissors. And wow, she's really wrenching it on the neck of Paige, but lets her out of it. And look at those slaps and chops from Nikki, my goodness. And Nikki moves to the hammerlock. But doesn't do anything with it. They lock back up. And what a shot by Nikki Bella. And now Nikki can take in control of this match. Nice Russian leg sweep there. Ooh, wow. What a running forearm by Nikki Bella, crushing Paige in the corner. And now crushing the spine. Nikki Bella desperate to earn her way back to that #1 contender position for the Divas Championship. And Paige isn't going to let her do that as she hits a snap suplex on fearless Nikki Bella. And there's a hard shot to the back, and uh-oh, here comes some trademark Paige. Gonna start throwing knees? Yes, she is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knees to the face and chest. And Nikki Bella drops a hellacious leg drop. She is really turning up the heat on Paige in this one. She knows she already has victories over the champion and past contender. But when you're at the bottom of the deck, it takes a lot of victories to get back to the top. And there's Paige with two tremendous chops. Back to back, puts down Nikki, and out bounces Nikki's head right off the mat. Oh wow, Nikki Bella just took Paige face first into the canvas. Oh, and there's a knee right into the mat. And Nikki, running bulldog. And now right into the cover. 1, 2. Ooh, very close for Nikki. But Paige isn't so easy to be beaten. And there's a Bella Buster by Nikki Bella. And now to the cover. 1, 2, 3. And it's all over. Nikki Bella continues her path of destruction. What a victory for the Arizona native. So you see the bulldog? And that got a 2 count, very close. And then the Bella Buster, a shared finisher between her and Brie for the cover, the count, and the victory right here on Raw. As Nikki inches ever closer to her #1 contendership that she craves so badly. Oh, but what's this? R-Truth out on the stage now. What a turn of events. What does R-Truth want with Nikki Bella? And now it's time for 2 legends to collide, as the Rated R Superstar Edge goes one-on-one with the Macho Man Randy Savage in a Falls Count Anywhere matchup. This was scheduled to be a submission match, but with Seth Rollins and Batista already going at it in a submission match, it was changed to a Falls Count Anywhere match, as these 2 legends will compete over the next month, with the winner getting into the #1 contender WWE Championship Tournament. Can the Rated R Superstar finally rise up and get back in the WWE title hunt? Or will the Macho King find his way to the big gold belt? We'll find out over the next month here on Raw. And the Macho King hasn't made too many appearances here on Raw. He went for the #1 contendership in a battle royal for the United States #1 contendership. Came up a little bit short. The Honky Tonk Man ended up winning that battle. And unfortunately went on to not win the United States title. So Macho Man looking for a shot at something new. And now that a new #1 contender for John Cena's WWE title is in place, we're starting to fill up the brackets for WWE Championship Tournament. So far, the superstars who have qualified are The Undertaker and Kane. Their epic tag team title run this year earned them the spots in this tournament. The world's strongest man, Mark Henry, his utter destruction of Andre the Giant alone has put him in this tournament. And the big guy, Ryback, by virtue of beating both Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, the current tag team champions, in one-on-one competition within a month, earned him his place. With that, leaves 4 spots remaining. Whoever wins over the next month between Edge and Macho Man, they will get a spot in the tournament. And whoever wins out of Alberto Del Rio and Rey Mysterio's feud on SmackDown will also receive a spot, leaving 2 spots that we will fill over the next week here on Twitch. And Macho Man and Edge going at it furiously now, and Edge brings Macho Man in from the outside with a beautiful vertical suplex. But there's Macho Man cutting down Edge with that running clothesline, trademark Macho Man offense. Edge and Macho Man just trading wrist locks here. Look at this, and again. Both these men so well-rounded, can do technical wrestling, brawling, high-flying, you name it, these two can do it. And you just saw about 8 different wrist lock reversals in that short time alone, as Macho Man sends Edge into the corner and takes him right down with the double-handed axe handle. And a short elbow drop by the Macho Man. And Edge with the running bulldog. We saw that was very successful for Nikki Bella a little earlier. And Macho Man snaps off a neck breaker. Whoa, and there's Edge with the running clothesline, shades of the Macho Man. Oh, and Edge moves out of the way at the last second, avoids the crossbody, but Macho Man follows it up with a dropkick. And Macho Man trying to slow down Edge. If Edge can't run, he can't hit you with that devastating spear. And there's Macho Man with a suplex of his own, taking Edge down to the mat, but Edge quickly back to his feet. But Edge can't get anything done here. Tried to whip the Macho Man in, and Macho Man reverses with the jawbreaker. And look at this. Pile driver by the Macho Man. Edge is in a bad spot here. Macho for the cover. And no, Edge survives. Kicks out at 2. Edge deflects the dropkick, but Macho Man, too smart, catches him with the hip toss. Sends Edge into the corner. Ooh, and the hard knee to the gut leaves Edge in the center of the ring. And uh-oh, Macho Man heading up top. Is this the legendary elbow? No, the Rated R Superstar got up just in time to avoid. Edge takes a headlock now. And a snap suplex. And now Edge with a neckbreaker of his own. Talk about getting out of the jaws of defeat. It looked like Edge was certainly going to take the Macho Man elbow from the top. But there's the Edge-o-matic for the cover. No, only a 2 count. And a running dropkick by Edge hits the Macho Man hard in the chest. Oh, and this time Macho Man catches him with the hip toss. And Edge trying to keep his distance from Macho Man. Doesn't want Macho Man to get his hands on him. Oh, there's that knee again to the gut. And I think we know what he's going for this time. And no, Edge again gets up just in the nick of time. Macho Man desperate to finish this off with the elbow. And there's the spear. Oh no! Macho Man reversed the spear into a DDT. What a great maneuver by the Macho Man to reverse that spear into a DDT. But not doing a lot of good here. Oh man, the Macho Man busted open by the execution. And Edge not wasting any time going for the pin. And the Macho Man survives this time. Both these men have brought it right to the brink. Macho Man hit his pile driver. He likes to set up the elbow with that. And Edge hit the execution, which he likes to use to set up the spear. But Edge now vertical suplex floating into the cover. And only gets a 2 count on the Macho Man. And there's Edge with a big right hand, sends Macho into the ropes. But Macho denies Edge whatever he had in mind, sends Edge over the top now, and brings him right back in. Right into the cover. And Edge survives. What a great matchup between these two ring legends. Macho Man bleeding all over the place. And look at this, taking Edge up top. Wait a minute, Macho Man, what do you have in mind here? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Superplex to the floor. Oh my god. How is the Macho Man back on his feet? And he goes for the cover on Edge here. 1, 2, 3. What? What? How did the Rated R Superstar survive such a fall from the top rope all the way to the floor? My goodness. And this is only the first match of the month between these two. And there's the spear by Edge. This time he hits it forward and into the cover. And it's all over. The Rated R Superstar defeats the Macho Man Randy Savage with the spear. Let's take a look at the highlights. There was the Edge-O-Matic. I thought that might be it, but the Macho Man survived. There was the original spear. Macho Man reversed. Then, oh my goodness, a superplex all the way from the top rope to the floor. Disgusting thud as those two men hit. And how in the hell did Edge kick out? But then Edge, after the big right hand, snapped a spear out of nowhere and got the victory over the legendary Macho Man. Well, these two are far from over this month, and the Macho Man wants nothing to do with Edge's handshake. These two have a whole month of matches to compete in to see who goes into the #1 Contenders tournament, and the Macho Man so far has zero respect for the Rated R Superstar. And now we turn to the main event as John Cena gets the night off tonight. He had a tremendous match with Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series, and since we don't have a contender for him, I decided to give him a rest and let the United States Champion Batista get the main event spot here on Raw. And there is our brand new United States Champion, finally stopping the Rollins gauntlet. Seth Rollins made it through 5 contenders before being stopped by the Animal, Batista. But Seth Rollins not going to let this one go. Didn't request his title rematch just yet, but still wanted a match against the Animal here tonight. And they'll collide in a submission match here in the main event of Raw. Can the Animal make Seth Rollins tap out one more time? He locked in the Batista bite at Survivor Series, pulling back on the arms of Seth Rollins and forcing him to tap out. Can he get it done once again here on Raw? And unfortunately for Seth Rollins, coming out to the ring by himself, seeing as Triple H and Big Show had their match earlier tonight. Seth Rollins will have to deal with Batista one-on-one. Will not have the backup of the Authority in Triple H and Big Show here tonight. And here we go, these two lock up. Seth Rollins so disappointed he didn't get to his 10 victories as United States Champion in the Rollins Gauntlet. If Seth Rollins had made it to all 10 title defenses, he would have earned himself a WWE Championship match. But unfortunately, he was cut off at number 6 by the Animal, Batista. And Batista sends Rollins in hard and hits the Boss Man Slam out of the corner. And Rollins with a hard 1-foot drop kick takes Batista down and follows it up with a Triple H-like knee drop. They lock back up here. Batista takes control with the wrist lock, and Rollins reverses. Oh, shades the Edge and the Macho Man here. And what a clubbing blow by the Animal Batista right to the arm. And Rollins reverses with a belly-to-belly. What great strength by Seth Rollins. And the Animal pulling out all the stops with a break of the eyes. Which one of these two men will submit here tonight? Once again, this is a non-title match. These two will have their title rematch at TLC. The stipulation is yet to be determined. But Rollins wanted to give Batista plenty of time to get ready, because Rollins and the Authority will certainly have something up their sleeve. Of course, Batista hasn't exactly been playing by the rules this year either, so there could be quite an ugly war between these two as we lead up to our next pay-per-view spectacular, TLC. And there's a knee drop by Seth Rollins, my god, right on the eye socket of Batista. Ed Rollins hits the buckle hard. Batista trying to get a little payback for that ugly knee drop. Oh, and there's a little bit of that revenge. Batista takes a knee right to the, gives a knee right to the face of Seth Rollins, I should say. And Rollins battling back, left hand. Grabs a headlock, launched off by Batista. And Batista with a kick right to the spine, and again. And a spear by the Animal. And Batista now takes Rollins into the ropes. Sends him over. And what does Batista have in mind here? Hooks him up. DDT right on the apron. My goodness. Rollins' head slamming into that ring apron. And now Batista with a bow and arrow on the outside. Just stretching the spine of Seth Rollins. Oh, and more spine damage as Batista hits the belly-to-belly right on the floor. And now look at this, a camel clutch. Batista doing a lot of damage on the outside of the ring here. And Rollins now finally gets a reversal, finally gets a little space from Batista. And what a standing shooting star press by Rollins. And shades of Christian with the drop in DDT. And Rollins now goes to the bow and arrow, pulling back on the arms of Batista. I believe this match can only be won inside the ring, so I'm not sure if these submissions count out here. But that big boot to the face certainly counts out here, as Seth Rollins is just sent flying. And Rollins' spine again being stretched in the camel clutch by Batista. And look at that, Rollins fights his way out of it. Big right hand by Rollins, and again, and a third time. Rollins just opening a can here on Batista, and Batista finally has enough of it and throws him back in the ring. With a hard boot to the head. And Batista avoids the dropkick. And there's a signature Batista spine buster. Classic offense by the Animal. And now Batista finally moves his assault in the ring. And there's the camel clutch. And that's it. Rollins can't withstand it. And once again, Seth Rollins is forced to tap out at the hands of Batista. Let's take a look. DDT on the apron. Devastating assault by the Animal. And then, classic Batista spine buster rocks Rollins. And that was it. That was all Seth Rollins could take. And Rollins verbally submits to the referee, and he's done. Here is your winner by submission here on Raw. Your new United States Champion, The Animal, Batista. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tuning in. I'm PWS Phil. Tune in for live shows here on Twitch, Mondays for Raw, Wednesdays for Main Event, Fridays for SmackDown, and when it's time for a pay-per-view, it'll be live here on Twitch on a Saturday. Thanks for watching, guys. Main Event this Wednesday. I'll see ya in the ring.